Sports in Paraguay have profound roots intertwined with the culture of its people. From the arrival of the first modalities imported from abroad, to the autochthonous expressions based on pastimes that our ancestors had in their natural habitats. It is not difficult to imagine the Guarani tribes running after some spherical fruit and challenging themselves to show their skills with it. Perhaps they did not give a name to the activity in those early stages, and this imaginary scenario might be improbable at this point, but not impossible. In a timeline of 497 years, from those distant times to this year, 2021, where we can see a simple rope extended in the middle of a garage or workshop to fashion a volleyball court where workers can play during their break. There is an endless number of sporting expressions present in Paraguay. Football is the king of sports in Paraguay, as in the rest of the world. Volleyball is one of the most popular sports because of the ease of setting up a place for the game, even in the most unthinkable spaces. Tennis and basketball, golf, swimming, and many Olympic disciplines have been other standard bearers in their time. Victor Manuel Pecci became an emblematic sportsman playing tennis. He tells us about his trajectory and his beginnings and encourages young people to do sports.
Mirando para atrás, mi carrera como tenista, empecé muy joven.
To be honest, looking back at my career as a tennis player, I started at a young age with a lot of sacrifices but with long practices. But I also put in a lot of effort and lots of passion. Since I was very young, I started to travel around the world. At first, I did it with my father, and then on my own. It was the hardest part of being a professional tennis player. Afterwards, I started to travel with coaches. I am very satisfied because I could play the most important tennis circuit representing Paraguay, which is the ATP circuit, where the best tennis players in the world play. I played for 14 seasons and ranked amongst the top 10 players of the world. The most important thing was, at the Davis Cup level, was that Paraguay hadn't participated in over 40 years. We managed to form a very solid team, where we were in the world group among the 8 best countries in the world for 8 years in a row. This made Paraguay in that time have an important global transcendence in tennis.
Y bueno, logramos conformar un equipo muy sólido donde estuvimos en el grupo mundial entre los 8 mejores países del mundo durante 8 años seguidos, y bueno, eso hizo que Paraguay en ese momento a nivel tenístico tenga una trascendencia mundial muy importante. Entonces, en ese sentido estamos muy contentos porque lo que logró.
In that sense, we are very pleased because of what tennis accomplished in Paraguay. For me, it was a privilege being the Minister of Sports, and it was an incredible experience because I was a professional tennis player before being a director. A few years ago, the National Sports Secretary had already started working well. They already had funds so that they could continue developing sports in Paraguay, and we did it quite well. We worked together with the Paraguayan Olympic Committee in high-performance sports, and the first important infrastructures began construction both in the National Sports Secretary and in the Olympic Committee that today has important facilities. And well, we have to continue working, of course, because now there is a challenge coming to Paraguay that will be important at the sports level other than football.
Instalaciones importantes y bueno, hay que seguir trabajando, por supuesto, porque ahora se viene un desafío muy importante para Paraguay a nivel deporte, sacando lógicamente el fútbol y es los Juegos Sudamericanos o de Sur, que abarcan 16 países y vienen los mejores deportistas de toda Sudamérica en 16 categorías.
They are the South American Games, of which 16 nations participate in, and where the best athletes of South America will be competing in 16 different categories. It's a very important event, and we believe that Paraguay could make an important leap after the competition by improving their level in different disciplines. As you know, football is Paraguay's most popular sport, so amateur sports will only now start having its necessary development. We will continue supporting and hoping that in the near future Paraguay can count on important athletes during the next Summer Olympics in Tokyo, Japan. With the experience I have had in sports during my youth, I can guarantee that youth sports can only bring benefits. These benefits are in health, concentration, competition, and making friends within the circuit, among others. So whether you are participating at an amateur or professional level, participating gives you the chance to travel to new countries or learn of new cultures. I think that likewise education, sports are fundamental for human development. Through sport, one can also distance himself from vices. Sports only bring benefits, and my professional career has blessed me with these benefits.
Conocer muchos países, diferentes culturas. Creo que así como la educación, el deporte también es importantísimo para el desarrollo del ser humano. A través del deporte también uno se mantiene alejado de los vicios y solamente trae beneficios, y bueno, mi carrera como profesional me dio todas esos beneficios, y bueno, por eso les digo a los chicos que sea cual sea la disciplina que elijan, que lo hagan con toda la fuerza, porque es lindo competir.
I can tell the youth that no matter what discipline attracts you, to do so with all your might, because competing is a wonderful experience and one can spend great, indispensable moments. Thank you.
Del partido, se va Guas, se coloca Dolfino, pelota para Dolfino, se la lleva, carga Paraguay, centro de Dolfino, Romerito, ¡gol! ¡Gol!